And then here's my favorite first time highlight, you guys. Sometimes we overdo it. We're going to show you a way to really make Lindsay's hair come to life, evidence of matching in the color and giving you a definite pattern that's always going to be foolproof for your first time highlight guest. And this is where our color menu item really helps us upsell each guest. So here's our new kind of item for you. In the beginning, there was light. This is a really important one, you guys, because this is a full fabric change. And it's that first time highlight that we're doing here. A little bit of her, a little bit of us. And that's where dual purpose lightener comes to play. Here I am, I've got one full scoop, given a little twist with the whisk to make sure it's great so that as soon as I add in my 20 volume cream developer, it's an easy mixture, you guys. And that's one thing I love about working with dual purpose. Great, easy way to get some first time highlights there. Now you got to think about it. When you look at the parting that I chose on Lindsay's hair, it's quite a big horseshoe, but that's where all her layers ensure me that it's going to meet the line of her length. So I really took my sectioning based upon her haircut. She's a first time guest, so a haircut's not important to her. The most important thing here is to get her color right and to make her fall in love with what we can do with her in the color bar. And that's where the menu really helped me upgrade this guest. You guys, it's really important we make a great first impression, so keep everything ready and just polished, ready for Lindsay's brand new highlight. So you can see that horseshoe section right on top. Again, the reasoning, that's all her length. That's going to match in with the great length on the bottom. And you can see here, I'm using a great rising star because this is pace here, guys. This is what we do each and every day. In the beginning, there was light. This is a first-time highlight. So we use kind of a 3, a 5, and a 7. You can see me starting in right at the hairline. Why? Right up front is what the client pays for, guys. We got to ensure it. You can see I do a little bit of elevation and just stick that little foil right on in. Using the dual-purpose lightener, my first impression holds that foil in place, coming through and swiping that lightener right on to ensure that I've got each little strand coated with a dual purpose lightener. Now again, seam to seam foil is really important here, guys. You got to touch the foil so that we get control over our lightener. Now, that whole big section, what we're doing, this is what's important. The first time highlight, remember, we've got to skip back. So many times we try to cram as many foils in as possible. Remember, we want this to look natural, kind of like she's been at the beach all day long. Now, because of the width of that section on the top, remember we pulled that section so it's the whole length here. Instead of 3s, I switched to 4s, but it's the same pattern, you guys, just adding in that extra edge to make sure that we can give the same separation. Look at how close that foil is to the part. That's where elevation comes in, utilizing the chopstick and locking that foil right in. It's important that when I work with dual purpose lightener or basically lighten up to lock that section in at first and not to move the foil around so much. Remember, guys, this is like the first generation highlight. Everybody wants a partial, just a little bit of a lived in. This is the first time, so let's hit it light and make sure that we allow it to be an amazing experience for her. Seam to seam and just locking that foil through for extra added incubation. Again, here's the skip. Remember, it looks about a 1/2 inch just based upon Lindsay's texture. Now you're looking, I've got 2 foils in and I'm moving back toward the crown of her head. So I'm going to go here and I added 5 sections, still keeping that rhythm of separation. Elevation back and locking that foil in again right to the seam. You can see the size of my sections. There's space in between. It's the most important thing on a first-time highlight, guys. Remember, we want to make her chemically addicted, but we don't want to make her a full-on platinum card just as yet. A light little touch so she can see how color can help give her a little extra body right on in there. Dual purpose is great for that. It's going to be a great fabric fattener to give her a little extra lift on her long, brilliant hair. And here we go. Here's the last section of the top horseshoe section. It's a little finer. So I'm going to come through here again with the separation and I pull out 3 pieces this time, and that's my last section on the top. Again, elevating that hair back and locking that foil in, and again, the last top section. So again, separation is key here, guys. It's the first time highlight. It's not jamming it all in there. Less is more when you're working with a first time guest. Now here we come to the side, and it's something that I learned as a young colorist, you guys. You've got to look at the hairline. That kind of dictates where you're pulling your first part. And I noticed that the majority of the bulk in her hair was in the top section. The sides are a little skinny, so I'm taking a 3 section here, making sure that my highlights are spaced. You can see that it's right at the part through to her edges. And again, coming in here, elevating that section and locking that in. I think that's a key thing here that we're giving you in this little blonding encyclopedia, is a way to be successful at your color bar with lightener. And this is a great way to look at it. This is a partial highlight, guys. I think it's about 9 foils. Don't give them everything your first time. Locking that in so the client can really see and look out at all the other guests in the color bar and see what's for her next. And the menu item, again, is really what helped me upsell this guest to color. So again, just coming through, 3 section highlight right at the ear area. We're locking that foil in. One thing I've learned as a colorist, the hairline hair really dictates on the side how I'm going to go ahead and place my foils. It's also because the hair is a little skinnier. It's an area that a little caution is necessary. So that's why I do that double lock on the foil. One other thing you've got to notice is the hairline's kind of like a thumbprint, guys. You've got to follow it. Each guest is going to be different. So sometimes you might need to take a little thicker section like we've done here on Lindsay, or sometimes you might need to drop away to 5s like we did for a more blended finish. It just depends on what that hairline's saying to you. And you can see here, she's got some little hair there, so we want to go ahead and make sure we take a skip back so we get enough hair not to over blonde that hair in that area, but make it look like it's just been at the beach, a great little sun-kissed situation. So pulling up that hairline, making sure I have the consistency in the hair. Elevating that section, you guys, that's a key little imprint there for you that'll enable you to lock that foil right on in so you get guaranteed results each and every time. Dual Purpose is a fantastic lightener to use. Look how easy the swipe is. The spread of the product is amazing, giving us great levels of lift, and it's a fantastic way to ensure Lindsay that she's got a great first-time highlight, giving her a result of something new along with something old. There's that tuck there, guys. Try that. That'll save the guest, so when she's sitting in your color bar processing, she can see all the other great guests that are there, kind of little peekaboo section. Look how big that skip is back there, guys, right to connect to that ear area. Making sure, again, I don't load all my blonde in the front, to spread it out so she has it through those long, beautiful layers to decorate her face. Again, using the chopstick on the foil, locking it right in, just real seam to seam. It's kind of a crucial application. But I gotta say, on each guest that's a first-time highlight, you gotta put your space in it and get out of jamming so many foils in, guys, and take a little back-off type of attitude about it. Again, the first-time highlight is what the client enjoys the most, and it's what they always refer back to. So back off and give it some space, and you'll love In the Beginning There Was Light, our new little way to give partial highlights to each and every guest. And there's Lindsay's great little finish on it, just keeping that hair out of her face so she can make sure to see what's going on in our fantastic color bar today. So here we are in the wash house. You can see we've given you a little tug on the foil so you can see the great contrast that we've got on Lindsay. And what I love, guys, is you can see that it's like guitar strings. They're separated there, so you really see that it's not just a complete blonding, but again, that first time hit. And what's important again? Blondes have more fun, so let's have them enjoy this wash house experience. Thorough rinsing is crucial before our great application of Shampoo One. Love Shampoo One. It's just the best cleanser for first-time color-treated hair, giving her a gentle cleansing, which gives just Lindsay a great finish to an experience. First-time client enjoys a great little wash house experience, so Shampoo One is our best candidate here for her fine, fragile hair. Rinsing is crucial. Then we're going to come through, take out that excess water, and she is ready to go. Here's one other thing I love about Flash Finish, you guys. On Lindsay, here's our formula. We're using the Strawberry Blonde Flash Finish, which is really great because remember, you guys, Blondes come in different flavors, so strawberry's fantastic. If we look at Lindsay's existing level, we don't really want to make her platinum here. We want to add a little tonal quality, so the strawberry blonde is great. Our flash finish, you guys, is mixed with 5 volume developer. Whether you want to use cream or clear, your choice is what it is, guys. So we've got our equal proportions of the strawberry, giving it a little mix right there. But then here comes our favorite, you guys, color shots. You got to remember that flash finish is a pastel base. So 1 full shot of our orange color shots gives us just a little bit more integrity to that strawberry. And again, color shots can be used. Any color shot in any flavor will work. You can see the great history of the highlights we have there on Lindsay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to part it off and make sure that I have my consistency to give her the great results. So I'm going to start in the front hairline hair, just taking a little quick swipe, again, using the foil here. Now, remember, Paul Mitchell, we're always about choice, guys. So bowler brush, bottle, whether you want to do it in the wash house or you want to do it at the color bar. My choice here is color bar. Why? Lindsay's got a little bit longer fabric. Couple things about the flash finish is it's going to give her an instant pastel tone, and it's going to really help refresh her hair. Not only the new color we put in, but her old color, giving her a great, great shine. So taking some quick little partings there, looking at the great new imprint that we've put in with the dual purpose. You can see the great consistency makes it an ease of application. I really love doing this in the color bar though, guys, to make sure that it is a thorough, great application and that we give her an amazing result because that's what she came for. And remember, it's the experience that we give her on the first-time guest that's going to give us a great repeat client. So we've done the front. Now let's refresh that old color of Lindsay's. Let's kind of wash away the dinginess of what was left and let's give her a fresh new approach with our flash finish. Again, never thought I would use the strawberry as much as I have, but I love it, especially on redheads. It's a great way to just refresh color in between services, guys. It's not only for right when we did a lightener, but anytime the guest is looking for a little something, that sheer finish tone, that flash finish guarantees is going to be a great new item for you at your color bar. It's a great little way to refresh color no matter when the client's here. And remember, the time is what is fantastic. Time is on our side here, guys. Remember, Paul Mitchell, we're a company for the hairdresser, always trying to find ways to keep you on your pace. One great thing about it, again, the gel consistency just gives me an insurance that I've gotten through that entire section to just give her that rapid, sheer, polished tone throughout her entire hair. Kind of really giving her new bits of hair a great gloss and just redefining what her old color was about. So here we are after the 10 minutes, taking her down in the wash house. Again, this experience is what makes guests just keep coming back to our salon. You can see the easy lather here. What we love is pace is important, guys, and flash finish doesn't need to be shampooed out. You can see that that great little massage just kind of invigorated, and then we rinse it right out. So pace is our friend. Flash finish helps us get the job done. After a great rinse, we're going to come through with our Color Protect Daily Conditioner. Just to give her hair a little insurance, Color Protect is made to keep the hair looking as great as it did the day she left the salon. So it's something that she can use daily on her hair to give her that insurance that her color is going to stay exactly as we promised her. And again, using the conditioner, emulsifying it, and putting it right on the head of hair to give her a great little treatment. And combing it through just really ensures that her hair is going to stay looking absolutely fantastic. And one thing we love about the wash house, it's the client's favorite visit in the salon. So we want to make sure that each guest gets an amazing experience that keeps her talking about how great Paul Mitchell is in the salon. And here's Lindsay's finished results, you guys. You can see that first-time highlight just really defining that long, sexy hair. She looks like a little California surfer girl, giving her just the great results of what a first-time highlight is. You can see it's a little bit of us with dual-purpose lightener and a little bit of what she walked in with. She totally can recognize herself and give her a great finish.